Hello, my name is James Olsen from Reality Sales Training, and welcome to Olsen On Sales. This month, we're going to talk about the non-answer answer. Many of our clients don't want to lie to us, but they will sidestep or obfuscate. I call it obfuscation. Give us false signs or sidestep is what I call it. And they do that often using what I call the non-answer answer. And the non-answer answer is an answer to our question, but not a real answer. So if we say to our spouse, "Where are you going?" and they say "out," that's probably not going to satisfy most of us. And so it's the same thing with clients. Now, what I tell sellers, if you let your clients get away with giving you non-answer answers, you're training them to sidestep you, which is terrible. So when they get the closing, they will sidestep you. So when does the training begin? Who's training who? Who's zooming who, as Patti LaBelle used to say. So the first time we ask a customer, often the very first non-answer answer we're going to get from clients, customers, is on the prospect call when we say, "On the 2x4 that you say you use, Mr. Johnson, how much of that do you use per month?" Clients often will say, "Oh, I use a fair amount." "What kind of stock do you use?" "Oh, I use high quality stock." These are not direct answers, and we need to circle back just like a good detective. We don't need to be rude. We need to circle back and say, "Mr. Johnson, I know you don't know exactly how much you use, but could you give me a ballpark?" Now, we don't need to hammer away, but once is enough, especially early in the relationship on the prospect call, just to let them know that we know that they sidestepped our question. In needs analysis, a lot of times when we're in the inquiry stage, customers will sidestep, obfuscate, non-answer answer. So they say, "Hey, give me a price on 2x4s. "Well, how many of those do you need?" "Oh, just a couple. I don't know exactly. Just give me a price." That's a non-answer answer. We need to get answers to our volume questions, our quality questions. "What kind of stock are you looking for on this, John?" "Oh, high quality." "What kind of price are you looking at?" "Oh, just, that's your job. Just come back with something." These are all non-answer answers, and I want us to dig back in and say, "Hey, John, I know you don't know exactly how much you want to pay, but give me a ballpark what you're thinking." And so this makes price a non-taboo subject between partners, and it also trains the customer, when you sidestep me, Mr. Johnson, on anything, I'm going to circle back and ask more detailed questions. "What kind of towel you need on this?" "Well, a 10 and longer will be fine." "Do you have, well, okay, but 10 and longer, but what percentage of 14s and 16s? "Oh, just give me a 10 and longer." "Well, come on, John, there's got to be, you have to have a real idea in mind." And so this lets them know that we're really listening to them, that we are paying attention, that we do expect answers to our questions. This training goes from the very first call all the way through the process, so that when we get the closing, they know. When they say, "Hey, I'm not ready to make a decision on this right now," they know we're going to say, "Hey, John, no time like the present. Let's go ahead and put this thing together right now." So be very, very aware of non-answer answers. Don't be adversarial, but be very aware of customers that are giving you vague answers to your specific questions, and circle back and dig in. That will help train the customer to answer your questions directly, help them say yes to you. It'll help you get to the bottom of the real business and get more orders. My name is James Olsen with Reality Sales Training. This has been Olsen On Sales. I appreciate you coming by, and until next month, let's go get an order.